Been some power outages, and JEA, as long as it's safe, is working to restore power to everybody who's without.
Let's get to News for Jax reporter Cole is joining us live right now at the Equestrian Center. We've got reports of 15,000 customers in Duval County who don't currently have power. Cole, is that what you're hearing as well?
Hearing that as well, and in fact, earlier today we were driving around and looking at some of the neighborhoods that on the JEA power outage map were without power. By the time we got to the neighborhoods, the JEA crews had already gotten back on power. So JEA working very quickly. The big dangers to restoring power is if there are heavy winds. These winds are not at the point where they can't get crews out there. So working pretty quickly as we go. We're here at the Equestrian Center, and you can see a lot of the staging area for some out-of-town crews. There are some 56 utility workers and linemen and others everywhere from New England and elsewhere. There are more expected to come today from other areas because we knew this storm was coming. What we didn't know was how many outages crews were really going to be needed. Jennifer, JEA Equestrian Center for
Good morning.
Good morning. First and foremost, this is a lot of volunteers out here, people who are coming here to help out. How many total are we looking at in terms of folks coming in from out of town to try to help the cause?
We have about 106 site right now. Most of them came in yesterday. We use JTA buses. We take them to hotels where they'll be sequestered and fed. As soon as the storm clears, we'll bring them in. We'll have another 40 or 50 people come in tonight. By the time we are fully staged, we will have approximately 240 people and their equipment here out of town to work on mutual aid to restore power and services.
All right, you mentioned staging. So what are they staging for? What are they waiting for? What has to happen to be called out and be out there getting their hands dirty?
We will wait until the weather clears and we get the all clear that it's safe to travel the bridges and roads and high winds are died down. Obviously, with the height of a bucket truck, they have wind speed requirements. So once those winds have died down and we can safely deploy them, we will from here to work.
Well, we saw a lot of them coming in down yesterday, coming down I-95 and getting here to this staging area and others. There have been a number of storms here in the last 10 years that have impacted Irma and Matthew, certainly first and foremost. What kind of lessons has JEA learned from that are being applied for this one?
We've got a lot better at staging. We've got this area set up. We want to thank the Equestrian Center and for letting us use the property. We did this so that we're ready to roll when the storm clears. JEA as a whole has done a lot of work with storm hardening. We've increased pumps. We've installed undergrounded electricity we can, and we are better prepared than we were for Irma in terms of materials on hand, pandemic allowing, and a storm response that we've got. We are able to call light ahead of time and date an area like this, so we're ready as soon as the storm clears.
Well, having known some linemen through the years, I know they are people who love to get to work, and so it's sort of a good news, bad news. If they are needed, the good news is they're here. If they're not needed, that is for everybody else. To be a little bit bored, but at least they have some shelter here at the Equestrian Center. Jennifer, thank you much.
Thank you.
It's Jennifer Buck with JEA, and as we mentioned, in for